Welcome back, students. We are going to continue Unit 5 in the workbook. Please go to page 22, and we will start with exercise C. Write 1 beside the event that happened first, and 2 beside the event that happened next. So the following event, number 1, the guest had already gone home. Number 1, Julian arrived. Number 2. All right, so in number 2, we have Ricky walked into the classroom. The class had started. So the class started first, and then Ricky walked into the classroom. Number 3, I was born. My grandfather had died. All right, so what do you think? Which one of these is first? This one is first. The grandfather died first, and then I was born. And so this is how you use this verb tense. So I was born, my grandfather had died. So had died, significant antes de I was born. Number 4, she returned to Germany after 10 years. The country had changed. All right, so after 10 years is when she returned, and the country had changed. So the country changed first, and she returned. So the country changed while she was not there. Number 5, our team scored 2 goals. We arrived at the game. So arrived means you got there. So you have to be there first before you can score goals. So there you go. Let's go to number 6. They phoned the police. Remember, phoned is another way to say called. In U.S. English, we will typically say called. They phoned the police. The thief had taken all the money. All right, so what happened first? You wouldn't call the police before this, so that means it has to be second. The thief had taken all the money. That was first. Number 7, she had spent all her money. I found my sister at the mall. All right, so I found my sister at the mall. She had spent all her money. So when I found her, she had spent all her money. So she had spent her money. Number 1, I found my little sister. Number 2. Number 8, the mouse had eaten the cheese. The cat saw the mouse. All right. So when the cat saw the mouse had eaten the cheese. So the mouse ate the cheese first, and the cat saw the mouse second. All right. And there you go. That is exercise C. In exercise D, you need to combine the sentences in exercise C and follow the example. So there's 8 and there's 8. So this one says, by the time Julian arrived, the guest had already gone. So the guest left first, Julian arrived. So by the time, let's look at number 2. By the time Ricky walked into the classroom, the class had started. All right, so by the time, let's see, I will try to enter a text box. Sorry about that. Let's get this where we need it to be. All right, let's try this. So by the time Ricky walked into the classroom. Ricky walked into the classroom. The class had already started. So that is an example for number 2. Let's look at number 3. By the time, so I was born and my grandfather had died. So let's try this again with number 3. So by the time I was born, my grandfather had already died. So ustedes necesitan continuar con este. So number 4, when she returned to Germany after 10 years and the country had changed. So when she returned to Germany after 10 years, the country had changed. Number 5, by the time, all right, our team had scored 2 goals, we arrived at the game. Okay. So by the time we arrived at the game, our team had scored 2 goals. So there you go. So continue with these. For these 8, use the same formula from here and here. That is everything for page 22. Thank you for following along. In the next video, we will pick up on page 23.